in for Carlos on 1CBM. He's on assignment tonight, so I said I would be the moderator for the Youth Net tonight. Vicky's off. She's on assignment as well. We got Bill on 2BH in here, and Ivan is going to log along here with us tonight. Bill's just going to back him up in case need be and bring the text check-ins and so forth over. So I guess the whole team is here. Ivan's here, and River's here, and Grayson's here, and they all said that they had a great Thanksgiving and they can't wait for Monday to go back to school. Last night, I guess, or last week, you guys really broke some records. I wasn't here last week, and I hope we can meet the challenge. But Carlos sure had everybody pumped up. Format for those of you that don't know, I'll take a list of check-ins, and then I'll read the list, and then I'm going to send it over to Grayson. He's going to work till approximately 25 minutes after 8. We'll get another list going. We'll do the same with River, and then, of course, Ivan is going to bring up the rear. So anybody anywhere, I already have 2 text check-ins. We have Bob, KQ8U from Ecorse, Michigan, and KQ4UPK, Chris from Hollywood, Florida. So I guess let's do some mobiles. Let's make sure we don't have any mobiles out there. So any mobiles like to get in here first, get up at the top of the list? Well, that's good. Everybody's home where they belong. Anybody anywhere? Twice and slowly, please.
Kilo Echo 9 Delta Fox Fox, KE9 DFF.
KE2
Kilo 2 Charlie Mike Tango, 2 Echo Delta CMT.
November 9, November Juliet Sierra, and 9NJS. November 9, November Juliet Sierra, Lee, Illinois. W2KJV, W2KJV. Oscar 4, Romeo, X-Ray Echo, KO4, RXE.
In and out, please.
Let me hold up there for a minute to recognize KO4 RXE, W2KJV, and 9NJS, K2CMT, KE2EDS, KE9DFF, and the other 2 I had already mentioned. And I guess that's Hugh in there, EI2HI, or no, EI2HL, I guess that's in there. Okay, I didn't even hear that. And there was a station that said that they were in and out. Was that the in and out? Who was the in and out station?
Echo India 2 Hotel Lima, in and out. Name is Mark.
Hey, Mark, they did have it right. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, Mark. And who else do we have? Do we miss anybody on that first round of check-ins? Anybody anywhere?
Kilo Juliet 5 Lima Charlie Delta, Kilo Juliet 5 Lima Charlie Delta, Lewis and Monroe. And choose ZVN and third-party traffic.
Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Victor Victor, KJ5, JVV. All right, we'll work with this list. Good evening to Mark, KJ5, JVV, Good evening to Maddie. Nice to see you tonight and hear you tonight, Maddie. Alan and to ZVN. And Lewis, KJ5LJ. Our question tonight, which was chosen last week, the kids choose the question for the following week at the end of the previous week, if you can follow that. And what was your favorite food on the table yesterday? What was your favorite food on the table yesterday? And this is a question from the kids. So, Grayson, it's all yours, my friend. You can start with KQ8U, and I'll be back. This is WB2JPQ.
Alright, thanks, Dick. KQ8U, Bob from Esco Smith again. You can go.
Evening, Grayson, and the rest of the Youth Net. My favorite food, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, would be the turkey. I like white meat. Everything else was great, but I like the white meat best. Have a good rest of the weekend. KQ8U, back to that.
Alrighty, some for you, Steve Bob. Next up, K4UPK, Cliff from Hollywood, Florida. You have 71 seconds. No, yeah, you have 71 Bob, and you have 24, Cliff.
Hey there, Grayson, Dick, everybody on the net tonight. My favorite food on the table last night was definitely the stuffing, for sure. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it surpass 77 check-ins. Grayson, you're doing a great job as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing it really surpass 77.
Alrighty, some for you, Steve Cliff. Next up, TE9 DFF, Malt, Emma, New York. You have 52. No, you have 6 check-ins. No, K9 DFF, Evan from Milton, Wisconsin. You have 6 check-ins.
Well, good evening, everybody. KE9DFF here. I'm going to probably be the oddball of the whole night because I spent yesterday traveling on vacation. So, actually currently talking to you guys from the Dominican Republic, and the meal that I had actually was in O'Hare Airport, and it was McDonald's. So, yeah, that's the meal that I had, and so if I had to choose, it was probably the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel because of all of the traveling and rigmarole that I had to do to get down here. So thanks everybody for running the net tonight. Great hearing all the voices, and I'll hang out for a little bit and keep listening, but I think I'm going to be heading off to bed pretty quick. KE9 DFF, back to net control.
Please to even. Next up, K2ES, Malt, Emma, New York.
Well, good evening, Grayson. Good evening again, Dick, and the rest of the crew. My favorite food item yesterday was cherry pie. I love cherry pie. Don't get the opportunity much, so it was awesome. Have a great evening. Have a good weekend. KE2EDF.
Alright, some free Steel Mark. Next up, K2CMT, Mike from DeBerry, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson, River, Ivan, and all the support group. The favorite thing I had yesterday on the meal was not actually cooked until today, so I'm not going to mention that one. but favorite thing yesterday was the dressing. This is K2CMT.
Go ahead, this is JT America here.
Some free C Mike. Next up, N9 NJS, Blunt from Hampstead.
Good evening. I would say it's going to be a toss-up, and of course, good evening to the group. Toss-up is going to be a tie. Turkey and dressing is going to be the choice of the evening. And again, good evening to the group. Great job on your operating skills, too. Sounding good here into Illinois, where we're about ready to get a snowstorm here in about another 8 hours. N9 NJS, Lee in Northern Illinois.
I think it's a mayonnaise pot tie.
Please, Steve Blunt. Next up, 32 KJV, Tony from Homer, South Florida. Yeah, 43 check-ins.
Good evening, Ben, Dick, everyone on the Youth Net tonight. My favorite on the table yesterday had to have been the turkey, smothered with gravy. Hope everyone has a great night. Back to you, Grayson, W2KJV.
Tony, some freeze to you. Some freeze to you, Tony. Next up, KO4 OXE. Wendell from Clinton, Kentucky.
KO4, RXE, Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo X-Ray Echo. You got Wendell here from Clinton, Kentucky by way of New Orleans. So being said, everything on the menu was my favorite, but if I had to put one down, I would have to say the turkey and crawfish tail jambalaya. Turkey and crawfish tail jambalaya that was made yesterday, specially made, right, by request. And good evening to everybody out there, and my first time checking into the Youth Net, and I won't be a stranger. 73, back over to Net Control, KO4, RXE.
Only some freeze to you, Wendell. Yeah, it's always nice to hear new people checking into the Youth Net. What's that? EI2HL, Mall from Dublin, Ireland. You have 2 check-ins.
Hi there, Grayson. Echo India 2 Hotel Lima, Dublin. Well, we don't have Thanksgiving in Ireland, but I had a super big bacon and cheese pizza with hot chili oil yesterday. That was yummy. 7-3 is from South Dublin. Back to you, Grayson.
Alright, some freeze to you, Mark. Next up, KJ5 LCD, Lewis from Pinehurst, Texas. KJ5 LCD, Lewis from Pinehurst, Texas. You have 1 check-in. N2 ZVN, Hour from Kendall, New York. You have 44 seconds.
Well, good evening, Grayson, and
Youth Net crew. Boy, you guys keep getting better every week, I'll tell you. I love this net. I'm going to let Maddie go first.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yep, and she's in a big hurry because she's got to get out and watch the Paw Patrol Christmas thing. So, and for me, I like the turkey. The turkey was outstanding. Mama did a tremendous job yesterday. Thank you for doing that, and everyone have a great weekend. And choose at the end. Back to net control.
Some please to you all and Maddie. Next up, KJ5, JVV, Malcolm, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, 23 seconds.
Hello there, Grayson, and everyone on the Youth Net. My favorite thing was the mashed potatoes and gravy. I just can't get enough of that. It's really good. You're doing an awesome job there, Grayson, and just want to say that you're doing really good. So back to you, KJ5 JVV.
Arnie, some please to you, Malk. Next up, DQD, Way from Beaver, Pennsylvania. You have 21 seconds.
Good evening, Grayson, and everybody else in there. This is N3DQD. Well, I have to be different than everybody else. I'll have to say the sweet potatoes with the pecans. Mashed sweet potatoes with pecans. They were outstanding. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Arnie, some please to you, Next up, K8SMN, Jeff from Waltersville Hills, Michigan. You have 30 seconds.
Good evening to everyone on the Youth Net. This is KE8 SMN. We'll be down for turkey and gravy. And we're going to have it again tomorrow. KE8 SMN. Back to net.
Alright, some please to you, Jeff. Next up, some please to you, Jeff. Next up, KT4 GLI, Chris from Paris, Florida. You have 74 seconds. KT4 GLI, Chris from Paris, Florida. Alright, well, I guess not. KT4 FLR, Joe from Toronto, Florida. You have 25 seconds.
Well, good evening, Grayson. Ivan and River. This is Joe, KF4FR. I would have to say, devil's eggs. Have a good night, everyone, and good job. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Alrighty, some please to you, Joe. Next up, W2RBC, Randy from West. Yeah, 48 seconds.
Good evening, Grayson, River, Ivan, Dick, and everyone on the net. My favorite food for Thanksgiving dinner was the turkey, dressing, and gravy. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2 RBC.
Some please to you, Randy. Next up, K2 ECF, Ivan from Gascock, New York. You have 48 seconds. Alright, looks like that station stopped there. Alright, yeah, I love ambrosia there. My mom makes the best ambrosia. It's kind of like a marshmallow dessert. Anyways, yeah, that's it for me. KC2HF, back to Matt. Alright, some police to Ivan. Next stop, W2SAL, South in Chickamauga, New York. You have 20 check-ins.
Good evening, Grayson and the rest of the controllers out there. Hope you guys have a great evening. My best food that I had yesterday was my sister-in-law's bread dressing with raisins. With that, I'll send it back to net control. W2SAL clear.
Alright, some police to you, Sal, and I'm going to hand it back over to Dick.
Thank you, Grayson. Thank you, everyone. Like I said earlier, Sal, W2SAL is the newest member of the team here. He came on board a couple days ago to help us out on the youth set. So, Sal, if you're okay with, why don't you take a bunch of check-ins and see what we can get lined up for River, and then turn it over to River. This is WB2JPQ.
Hey, Dick, thank you. Okay, at this time, let's see, we've got text check-ins rolling here. Let me go with mobiles first. If there are any mobiles out there that want to check in, please call now. Whiskey Bravo 2, Golf London Whiskey. Whiskey Bravo 2, Golf London Whiskey, mobile. I got Whiskey Bravo 2, Golf Lima Whiskey. Any other mobiles out there that want to check in before I move along? Hey, nothing heard. All right, Mike, it's all yours. What was your favorite food for yesterday? Go ahead. Hey, good evening, everybody. Everybody's doing a great job. Pumpkin pie, homemade pumpkin pie. That was good. Back to Ned. Super time. WGLW. All right, Mike, thanks for checking in. Okay, regular calls. We'll take line them up and take it slow. I have bad fingers here, and we'll get you in the logbook. Go ahead.
At control,
N1YKT,
Zulu, Yankee, Quebec. Joe in Clinton Township, Michigan. Kilo, Echo 4, Zulu, Yankee, Quebec.
Any more out there? Let's go.
Echo, Bravo, N1, WEB.
4QMM, KO 4QMM.
Alright, any more out there? Let's go. I got 4 or 5 of you guys lined up. We need a couple more.
4IX, Double Lima 4 India X-ray, in and out.
KI4 NHP and KI4 NHQ. Boys and Karen, in and out. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa, India, Charlie.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Good evening.
All right, folks, with that there, I'm going to turn it over to River, KR4, GIP. River, it's all yours, girl. Go get 'em.
Alright, thank you, Sal. We have N1YKT, Johnny in that's hard to say, Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Hey, don't worry about that. We have doctors that can't pronounce Hopkinsville, so you're good. Good evening there, N1Y in Hopkinsville. It's going to be pork shoulder. I had some nice, good, seasoned Puerto Rican-style pork shoulder. You guys have a good night. Great job on the net, the three of you. Take care, 7-3.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up, we got KE4ZYQ, Joe in Clinton Township, Michigan.
KE4ZYQ, good evening, River, and all on the net, and happy belated Thanksgiving to all those that celebrated from yesterday and the weekend. And I was hoping to hear how many times I've checked into this net, but I don't know if that's listed. But River and all the youth group, great job and good to hear everybody. And have a good Christmas. Don't talk to anybody before. KE4ZYQ. And my favorite part was the pumpkin pie with whipping cream. KE4ZYQ. Back to net.
Alright, thank you for coming. I love pumpkin pie too. Next up we have N1WEB, Webb in Colorville. I'm not sure what that abbreviation is. If you could please tell me.
Thank you, River. And that abbreviation is for Tennessee. TN is Tennessee. And my favorite for Thanksgiving, it really has to be the mashed potatoes and gravy. Hey, River, what was your favorite? This is N1WEB. Back to the net.
Alright, thank you for coming. My favorite has to be the pumpkin pie or the mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes and pumpkin pie. Next up we have KO4QMM, Roger in Umatilla, Florida.
Well, good evening, River and the Youth Net crew. Everybody having a good evening. You can put me down for turkey. That would be turkey, and hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Good hearing Sal in there. 7-3, KO4QMM clear.
Alright, thank you for coming. Turkey is a classic. Next up we have WD8PIC, Bob in Sylvania, Ohio.
Good job. Great job. You pronounced it correct. You're doing a great job. Yeah, I also like the turkey, but I'm a mashed potatoes person, just like you are. So I enjoyed the Thanksgiving. I got together with. I'm living with in my condo with a roommate named Brian. And he has 9 girls, plus he had a couple of other people over, and we had a wonderful time. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay as long as I wanted to because they have several cats that I'm allergic to, so I I stayed a few hours and then I had to leave. Back to net control. WDA-PIC, Sylvania, Ohio, about 5 miles west of Toledo.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have KM4, KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida.
Net, all the gang on the Youth Net tonight. This is KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. And yesterday was a target-rich environment on that plate. But I think the favorites were the mashed potatoes and the stuffing. Thank you so much for doing the net. Have a great weekend. This is KM4CTB, back to net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have KD3, AJN, Anna, in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Good evening, River, and everyone else on the net tonight. My favorite was the baked pineapple. I'm different. That's what I like the best. Everyone have a great weekend. KD3 AJN.
Alright, I've never heard of baked pineapple. Next up we have K7FPS, Fred in Reno, Nevada.
K7FPS, Fred in Reno. Good evening, River. I have never heard of baked pineapple before. That's interesting. Anyway, for us it was the turkey. It was wonderful stuffed 20-pound turkey, and yes, we checked the thermometer for the stuffing. Anyway, back to net. Thank you all. K7FPS.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York.
In a river, Grayson, Ivan, everybody. I'd say turkey. My son made the juiciest, tenderest, bacon-wrapped turkey. That was delicious. N2BH.
Alright, thank you for coming. That does sound delicious. Well, I'm going to hand it over to either Sal or Dick to get some more check-ins. Over to you, Dick or Sal.
Thanks there, River. Alright, let's give it another round. I'll do another mobile check-in and we'll see who's out there that wants to check in to tonight's Youth Net. Go ahead. Alright, nothing heard. At that point, let's go with regular check-ins. Fire away. Take it nice and slow for us. There's got to be some of you sandbaggers out there. As Carlos says, we don't bite. Just come on in. You can push the talk and have some fun and get in the logbook tonight. Let's go.
Kilo 6 Golf Bravo Zulu, K6 GBZ. Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Bravo 5 Alpha Echo Bravo. Kilo Bravo 5 Alpha Echo Bravo. Kilo Charlie 1 Quebec Papa Lima.
Whiskey Baker 3 India Lima Alpha.
Golf
Whiskey Baker 3 India Lima Alpha.
Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Zulu Victor.
give it one more quick shot here. I think I got 4 or 5 on deck. Let's get a couple more and we'll give it back to River real quick here.
Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Tango Juliet. Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Tango Juliet.
Alright, we're looking for one more. Give me one more, real quick here.
WA2SUM.
WA2SUM. I think I had a double in there. I got WA2SUM and I think there was a 9Y. Come on back.
AJ9Y. You got it right.
Alright, Bob, we got you. Alright, River, it's all yours. We're gonna turn it over to KR4 GIP one more time.
Thank you, Sal. Next up we have K6GBC, Tom in Cameron Park, California.
Good evening, River and the Net. River, you're doing a great job. This is K6GBZ. For Thanksgiving, we ended up delaying it because of illness in the family. So my son and I made a orange-flavored veggie stir-fry. So that's what I'm going to say. Back to the Net.
Alright, thank you for calling. Next up we have KC3FGD, Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania.
Hey, good evening, River, and everyone on that. Greetings from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, home of the Scrapple Country. For Thanksgiving, my favorite thing, obviously, was the turkey. My son did it in a brine, and boy, did that turn out very, very tender. So, turkey with a little mashed potatoes did it for me. Everyone have a great evening. Back to Net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have KB5AEB, Gary in Flint, Texas. It seems that you're new here. Welcome to the Youth Net.
Hi, good afternoon, River, and the rest of the net. Good to hear everybody on, and I just want to say real quick, River, you're doing a fantastic job as the net control operator this afternoon, so thank you so much for doing this tonight. Oh, wow, for Thanksgiving, my favorite, I've got so many, but it sounds like we have to come up with one, so I'm going to go with the homemade chocolate pie. My wife makes a fantastic chocolate pie. She also made a lemon pie, but I'm going to go with the chocolate because it was my favorite. So anyway, thanks for letting us check in. And again, River, you're doing a fantastic job as Net Control 73, KB5AEB.
Alright, I love chocolate pie too. We have KC1QPL, John in South St. Paul. Not sure what that abbreviation is, if you could tell me.
Good evening, River. KC1QPL. MN, Mike November, Minnesota. Incorporated as a state in 1858. Anyway, my favorite had to be the apple pie a la mode. I think I'll put that as number 1. Thanks for having me. You're doing a great job. KC1QPL, back to Net Control.
Alright, thank you for coming, and thank you for clearing that up for me. I like apple pie too. Next up, we have WB3ILA Stephen in Easton, Pennsylvania.
Thanks, River. Doing a fantastic job. Good to be with you this evening. This year was the first year that we made my mother-in-law's homemade stuffing. They're getting up in years, and we did a pretty good job, we heard, of replicating it. So I'm happy for that, and to get together with everybody. There's WB3ILA in Easton, PA, home of the local KP3 VPK repeater, and I'm turning it back over to the net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Next up we have, I don't think we have a complete call sign here. I'm not really sure what to do. Are there any call signs resembling KG5MGV? Alright, we're gonna move on to, KC5ATJ, David and Luca. I'm not sure what that abbreviation is either, if you could please tell me.
Okay, Rivers, yeah. Look under the nickname, you'll see I go by Mike. It's David Michael, I go by Mike. And you pronounce my town Iuka, Mississippi, and I'm on Pickwick Lake out here. And you're doing a fantastic job. And yeah, the MS stands for Mississippi. And my favorite thing for Thanksgiving was the turkey. And had a great time. Big family get together, and enjoyed it very much. And I hope you had the same. So this is KC5ATJ, and appreciate what you're doing, River. You're doing a very good job. Back to the net.
Alright, thank you for coming. Sorry about that mispronunciation. It looked a lot to me like an L. I thought it was Luca. I'm gonna hand it over to either Dick or Sal so that they can get some more check-ins, and hand it over to Ivan. This is KR4GIP. Over to you, Dick.
All right, thank you, River. Let's get a few more check-ins. We got Terry stopped in here via the text line, N5RTC. Got Brian also via the text line, AC4BR. And good evening to Bob, AJ9Y. And we got Ron, WA2SUM. Those stations checked in. So anybody anywhere? We'll get a list started going here for Ivan. So anybody anywhere, this is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Oh, Delta 2, Mike, Sierra X-Ray.
Charlie 1, Victor Hotel Delta. Kilo 1, Victor Hotel Delta.
on, guys and gals, wherever is everybody tonight. I know it's day after Thanksgiving, but a lot of people should be home tonight. And on the radio, we got KC1 VHD. Tom, good evening to you. We got Tyler, also checked in here, KD2MSX. We need a lot more here tonight, guys. Lines twice.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
All right, we got you, David, KF8FBB. Looks like you're new to this net. Welcome. Well, I'm going to send it over to Ivan, see what damage he can do. We're going to have to get a few more here. We just got David from Sacramento, N6QDY via the tech. Ivan, let's see what you can do here tonight. This is WB2JPQ.
Alright, yeah, thanks, Dick. Alright, yeah, just to remind everyone, doesn't matter if you're in and out or what, as long as you're checking, everyone counts. So, yeah, if you can get in, that's great. So we don't have Carlos here this time, but, remember, he'll bite you next net. Yeah, if you don't check in, he's gonna bite you next time. Anyways, alright, with this, we're gonna pass it on down to Ronald here, and W8SUM in Groton, New York. Please come now.
Ivan, nice to hear your voice. I gotta say, in the bird stuffing with gravy is my favorite. I look forward to that every Thanksgiving or every time we have turkey, and that's my number one. So I'll turn it back to you, Ivan. This is WA2SUM.
Roger that. Now we're passing down to AJ9 Live, Bob in Tucson, Arizona. Please come now.
Well, all right. Thank you, Ivan, for calling on me. Hey, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was wonderful. I think everything was right up there. It was all the best, I tell you. But what makes stuff even better, stuffing, the turkey, the potatoes, what makes it all better is gravy. So I'm going to say it's all about the gravy, Ivan. I really enjoy the gravy. And oh, by the way, I really do enjoy this net. Getting you guys out there and chatting it up. It is a big deal. So I hope you guys are having fun with it. AJ9Y, Bob in Phoenix.
Roger that. Yeah, thanks, Bob. I enjoy the net, too. It's a pretty fun one. More you fans like me around, too. Alright, let's try some down to AC4 Bravo Romeo, Brian in Monticello, Kentucky. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan, and everybody on the net. To answer your question, I'm going to stick with my answer Wednesday night, and that's pecan pie. It's by far my favorite. I wanted to pull a Garfield and cut a slice and leave it and then take the rest of the pie, but I refrained. I had like a slice and maybe half of another one. But anyway, yeah, that's one of my favorite things, but I like all the stuff pretty much. So anyway, I turn it back to you and hope everybody has a good evening and a good Thanksgiving week and weekend. This is AC4BR.
Roger that. 7032 Brian there. Now you're back on down to N5RTZ, Terry in Austin, Texas. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan, River, Grayson, and all the folks on the Youth Net. I hate to admit it, it was the mashed potatoes and brown gravy. N5RTC back to net control.
73 Youth Net, Northwest down to KD2 MSX, Tyler, Wadding River, New York. Please come down.
Good evening. My favorite dish is green bean casserole with the crispy fried onions. KD2 MSX.
Roger that. 7 there's Tyler, Northwest down to KC1 VHD, Tom in North Borough, Massachusetts. Please come now. Charlie 1, Victor Hotel Delta, KC1 VHD. Tom, are you still with me?
VHD. I'm actually not in Northborough this week. I'm down in Gainesville, Florida, visiting family. But as far as my favorite food, which is very difficult to have a lot of favorites, but I think it's also got to be the gravy, which makes the meat wonderful, the stuffing wonderful, the mashed potatoes wonderful, and so I'm going to have to go with a good giblet gravy.
Roger that. 732 Tom there, not space and under Kilo Factor 8, Foxtrot Bravo, KSA FPV, David in Westland, Michigan. Please come now.
Hello there, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. My favorite dish once a year only is the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows and brown sugar melted all over them. But if I had to get stuck on an island somewhere, I would want buckets of the homemade cranberry sauce with the chunky cranberries in it. Back to you.
Yeah, question of the night, guys. I just want to make sure that there's no confusion here. The question of the night is, what was your favorite food on the table yesterday? Alright, let's pass that down to N6 TY David in Sacramento, California. Please come now.
Hello, Ivan. Hello, River, Grayson, everybody in the Zoom control room and on the net, on the Youth Net, N6 QDY. Wow. If I had to just pick one, because they were all good, I'd have to say the stuffing. The stuffing. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, guys. You're doing great. Thanks, Ivan. Back to net control. N6 QDY near Sacramento.
Yeah, roger that. 732 David. Now I'd like to remind everyone, please check in here. Remember, colors will bite you next week, and probably once sales throat heals, he'll bite you too. Usually they don't bite, but if you don't check in, they'll come for you. Yeah, they'll RFD and then they bite. Alright, let's pass on down to Dick here. Take some more check-ins. Guys better come.
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor. Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor Chris.
For Alpha Charlie Bravo, KF4ACB. Foxtrot 0 Victor Oscar Zulu.
Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform Hotel Sierra.
Let me grab it here a minute, guys and gals. We got Chris, WBELZ. Terry, KF4ACB. KF0VOZ. Looks like you're new to the... And then there was an HS. The station was HS. Come again, please. with HS in the suffix. Guess we'll just scrap that. Good evening to Jim, KD38TQ in Easton, Pennsylvania. Who else do we have? We got to get check-ins here. Carlos will never let me do this again if I don't get a lot more check-ins than this. Anybody, anywhere? Come on, let's support our youth, guys and gals. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. Call sign twice.
Zulu Whiskey Sierra.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Uniform, Hotel Sierra.
K2EHI, Kilo Echo 2, Echo Hotel India, in and out.
Joe in South Miami, I think you said. We got DGZ. KF8 DGZ, is that right? Is that correct? KF8 DGZ. This is Joe.
Roger, that is correct. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Golf 2, and I'm in South Lyon, just north of you. KF8 DGZ, back to Mexico.
Got you, Joseph. You were kind of noisy. We got you in Michigan, a long way from Florida, from South Florida. That's what I thought I heard. We got Joe from Westfield, KE2EAI. Johnny checked in with us, KQ4UHF. Dean is here, KG7ZWS. And KD8FK. I think I said the rest of them. Anyone else? Call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo 1, Mike Charlie Oscar, K1MCO, Orlando.
Evening to the net. I'm in and out. I tried to check in a few times, but don't seem to be making it. Kilo 2 Alpha Papa.
For ZYQ with a relay for Michigan Station.
Let me get done with the call up here, Joe. Was that K2AP or Alpha Bravo? K2, the K2 station, please.
Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. K2AP. Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. Roger.
Gotcha. We got you, Joe. Sorry about that. And we got KE2ZYQ. Well, did you have something for the net, Joe?
Net control, this is Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Yankee, Quebec. There was a station that tried to check in Alpha Delta 8 Foxtrot Kilo. I don't think he called him off, but he was Alpha Delta 8 Foxtrot Kilo. Roger.
On the list, we got him. Alrighty, let me send it over to Ivan and let him work this list here. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Hi,
Yeah, thanks, Dick. Let's pass through this real quick here. Then after we're done, Dick will call for another round of in and outs, just because we are technically at the end of the net here. Alright, but first, let's get this started. KD8 PLV, Chris in Navi, Michigan. Question is, what was your favorite food on the table yesterday? Please come now.
Ivan and everyone running the net, thanks for making Friday night so fun. Of all the wonderful foods I had yesterday, I would say yams with a nice, sweet potato and marshmallow topping. Yams are always great that way. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. Count your blessings. This is KV8 POV, back to net.
Yeah, 4, ACB, Carrier, are you still with me?
Ivan and everyone on the net, happy Thanksgiving, happy post-Thanksgiving. Hope everybody got a good night's sleep after all that turkey last night. My favorite Turkey Day food. Oh, it'd be awfully hard for me to select. All my family is mostly gone now, but we used to have huge get-togethers and just tons and tons of food, tons and tons of dessert. I have to say my favorite thing would be the turkey meat with dressing and gravy and leftover. You make a sandwich out of it. It makes a great sandwich.
That sounded just clearing. Now it's back to 2 Kilo Foxtrot 0 Victor Oscar Zulu Byron in Stanton, Nebraska. Please come now.
Oh, I'd have to say my favorite food for Thanksgiving out of all the amazing foods that I had was, well, I enjoyed the turkey a lot, and then I had some really good corn.
Is there so many infantry over here?
But, yeah, there was a lot of good stuff.
I'll put you down for everything. Alright, let's pass on down to 3 ATQ, Jim in Easton, Pennsylvania. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan and the rest of the Youth Net. Finally had an early Friday evening and was able to log in. Glad I could be here. Favorite food yesterday, I have to say, was the pumpkin pie. It was at the end, but it was the best. Back to you, Ivan, KD3 ATQ.
That sound is reached you, Jim. Now let's pass on down to Alpha Delta 8, Foxtrot Kilo, Leonard in Madison Heights, Missouri. Please come now.
I couldn't say. His name was Ivan or Evan, I'm not sure. But good to hear you, and I understand it's you tonight. I didn't know that. I just heard a station a little light out there, so you guys must be bringing people in through Echo Link and maybe other means like Reflector, I guess. It sounds interesting and pretty good copy. I was surprised that the previous one said he was in Florida, so got something hooked up together and it's working well. This is Leonard in inside Michigan. We had the family here. I guess you want the favorite dessert, is it? Well, we had pumpkin pie yesterday. That my daughter enjoyed that. So that's about it. Yeah, have a good night, and I'll say turn it back to net control there from AT8. Thanks, Bill.
Roger that. Nice to see that you're up and running there, Leonard. Have a good one. I'll pass on down to KG7 CWS, Dean in Damascus, Oregon. Please come now.
KG7 GWS. My favorite Thanksgiving thing was stuffing. It's always been that. I don't know. I like the texture and the flavor. It's always been great tasting too. But how had my sister over. It was nice. Had a nice holiday. Don't have much else to report on. KG7ZWS back to net control.
Roger that, 73CUD, now it's passing down to KG4 UHS Johnny in Stanley, North Carolina. Please come now. KG4 UHS Johnny, are you still with me? We're marking it out there. Alright, let's see here. KF8 DGZ, Joseph in South Lyon, Michigan. Are you still with us? Please come now.
Roger, yes, I'm still here. I'm coming in okay. This is KF8 DGZ. My favorite food yesterday at Thanksgiving was a cornbread casserole that had lots of corn in it, cornbread, very sweet. It was my absolute favorite yesterday. So with that, KF8 DGZ back to net control.
Roger that, 73 is there. Now it's been down to K1MCO, J in Orlando, Florida.
Well, good evening, Ivan, and good evening to everybody in the Youth Net. This is K1MCO, and for the question, my favorite food on the table yesterday was the pecan pie. Absolutely delicious, and that was one of my favorite ones. Send it back to you. You're doing a great job, and congratulations for the net. K1MCO.
That 73QJ, now it's passing down to Dick here to take some strictly in and out before we close off the net.
Thank you, Ivan. Let's take some in and out stations. We didn't do too badly tonight with 60 check-ins, but let's take some in and out stations twice and slowly, please. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
This is KG5EGD, Alvin, in and out.
VK3AWA, VK3AWA, in and out.
We weren't giving anything away this week, so we don't have many in and outs. Good evening, or good afternoon, whatever it is there. It's Darrow, VK3AWA, and KG5EGD. Well, that'll do it for us. Carlos will be back next week, I think, and I'm sure things will run a lot smoother with him. I haven't done the Youth Net for a while, but thanks, everybody. Thanks to Grayson and River and Ivan for their efforts, and Sal and Bill and everybody contributing here tonight. We certainly appreciate it. Have a great weekend, everybody. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.